In May 1882, Jose Rizal left Manila to Spain to further his education and develop his skill. Inspired by Spain's freedom, he joined the propaganda movement, working with Filipinos to advocate for reforms against Spanish rule in the Philippines. Rizal's departure from Spain in 1882 was kept secret to avoid detection by colonial officials. Only a few people, including his family members and close friends, Pasiano gave him a 700 pesos for his journey, and Saturnina gave him a diamond ring to help during his time in Europe. Rizal needed a monthly allowance of 35 pesos, which Pasiano promised to send through Uncle Antonio. He traveled under alias Jose Mercado and left Calamba to attend a town festa. Then traveled to Manila on May 1, 1882. He booked passage on a Spain steamer Salvadora to Singapore. He had a tearful farewell with his beloved Leonor and visited King Yusuf, father, who gave him a letter of recommendation. His last night in Manila was spent with his sister Soledad, where he entrusted her with his farewell message. On May 3, 1882, he attended Mass at Santo Domingo Church before boarding the Salvadora. As the ship left, his friend waved goodbye and with a heavy heart, he sketched his parting view of Manila. During the voyage, Rizal keenly observed the person and things around him and compared them with those in the Philippines. After 5 days, the ship arrived at Singapore, where Rizal was impressed by colony progress and beautiful nights. He admired confidence of Singapore natives in their governments, constructing it with the Filipino had toward their rules. During his 2-day stay at Hotel de Paz, Rizal explored temple, the art gallery, while also writing in his diary. In Singapore, Rizal boarding the French steamer Jamna, which was large and clean than Salvadora. He struggled with speaking French, initially mixing it with Latin and Spanish, but improved through daily practice. The Jamna took 5 days to pass through the Suez Canal, which Rizal enjoyed seeing for the first time. At the port said the canal's Mediterranean terminal, he was fascinated by multicultural atmosphere, observing the diverse language, cafes, churches, and temple. A week later, the steamer reached Point Tigale, which Rizal found to be sad and sleepy. The journey continued to Colombo, Leon, where Rizal explored the town.
Naples and Marsalas. Rizal's journey to Europe began with his arrival in Naples and Marsalas. He enjoyed his time in Naples, where he visited famous places like the Ceteo Deep, where Dantes, the hero of the Count of Monte Cristo, was in person. Rizal then traveled to Barcelona, Spain's second largest city, where he initially felt unfavorable due to the dirty inns and inhospitable residents. However, he later found Barcelona to be a great city with a freedom and liberalism atmosphere. Barcelona in 1882, Rizal traveled from Marseilles to Barcelona, crossing the Pyrenees and stopping briefly at Port Gauder. He noted the indifference of Spanish immigration officers compared to the French officers' courtesy. Upon arriving in Barcelona, Rizal was initially unimpressed by the city, dirty inns, and unfriendly locations. Staying in a poorly located inn, however, he later grew to appreciate Barcelona's atmosphere of freedom and its hospitable, courageous people, particularly enjoying walks along the famous Las Ramblas Street. Rizal urged his compatriots to love their fatherland, the Philippines, and emphasized the importance of love in the face of hardship. The editor of Diarong Tagalog, Francisco Calvo, congratulated Rizal for the article and requested more articles. Rizal ruthless Viajes travels for Diarong Tagalog and Revista de Madrid, Review of Madrid in Madrid, which was returned to him after the public of Diarong Tagalog. Amor Patrio in Barcelona, Rizal wrote a nationalistic essay, Amor Patrio, Love of Country, which was his first article written on Spain's soil. The article, published in Diarong Tagalog, caused a sensation among readers due to its Filipinistic flavor.
Rizal's move to Madrid was a pivotal moment in his life. He enrolled in the Universidad Central de Madrid, studying medicine and philosophy, while also exploring his artistic side through painting and sculpture. His thirst for knowledge and insatiable, attending operas, concerts, and lectures, and reading books on various subjects, including military engineering. Life in Madrid. Rizal's life in Madrid was marked by simplicity and frugality. He budgeted his time and money carefully, spending only on necessities like foods, clothing, and books. His only indulgence was the Spanish lottery, where he'd invest 3 pesetas on each draw. Romance with Consuelo de Ortega y Rey. Despite his busy schedule, Rizal found time for romance. He met Consuelo Ortega y Rey, the daughter of a liberal-minded Spaniard, and was smitten. However, he chose not to pursue the romance due to his engagement to Leonor Rivera and his friends with Eduardo de Lete, who was also in love with Consuelo.
Rizal created an intellectual journey in Madrid. And in 1882, Jose Rizal arrived in Madrid and became involved with the Círculo Hispano-Filipino, a society of Spaniard and Filipino. His experience during this time displayed influenced his reading habits and political beliefs. And here is some poem that written of Jose Rizal. Poem Mi Piden Versos. Rizal was asked to write a poem which is titled Mi Piden Versos. They asked me for verses. And here is the example of it. And the poem expressed his emotional pain and sense of isolation, reflecting a lost connection with his homeland and past. He compares himself to a broken tree, feeling the weight of nostalgia for his childhood and the beauty of his native land. And next, love for reading. Unlike many of his peers, Rizal preferred reading to gambling and socializing. He saved money to buy books from a second-hand store, building a significant private library that included various genres and influential works. Notable books in his collection including the Bible, Uncle Tom's Cabin, and the Wandering Jew, and etc., which inspired his empathy for the oppressed. And next, involvement with Masonry. Rizal was introduced to Masonic ideas in Spain and joined the Masonic Lounge Acacia in 1883. He was drawn to Masonry as a response to the oppressive in the Philippines and support in the fighting against entirely. Over time, he became a master mason in several lodges and distanced himself from regular church attendance, although he maintained a belief in divine providence.
Financial wars. While Rizal was in Madrid, he was forcing in Calamba. The harvest war, the sugar price drop, and the Dominicans were against the rent. This happened after a dispute over a bird. To help, Luciano sold Rizal's farm. Despite these struggles, Rizal won a great prize on June 25, 1884, while fasting, and gave a great speech at a banquet for Luna and Hidalgo. Despite of Rizal's financial problem, he still won his prize in his speech on Greek, even though with an empty stomach. Rizal saluted to Luna and Hidalgo. In the 1884 National Exposition of Fine Arts, Luna won first prize for Exploration, and Hidalgo won second for Christian burdens exposed to poverty. To celebrate, the Filipino community in Madrid held a banquet where Rizal praised Luna and Hidalgo. He also criticized some Spaniards and offered a toast to the heroes, the Philippines, Spain, and Filipino parents. This is where Rizal praised Luna and Hidalgo and some Spaniards in a banquet that was held. Studies completed in Spain. Rizal completed his medical studies at Universidad Central de Madrid and earned a licentiate in medicine on June 21, 1884. He finished the required courses for his Doctor of Medicine degree, but didn't submit his thesis or pay the fees, so he did not receive his doctorate. Wherein Rizal finished his medical studies in Universidad Central de Madrid, but unable to receive his doctorate degree due to unfinished fees. And that's it. Thank you.